Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of The Last of Us. Oh my god, what a ride this is turning out to be. I am loving this show. It is amazing. I am still undecided whether I prefer playing the game or the show. I mean, there's some aspects of the show that's scarier, but there's certainly other aspects of the game that have scared the living daylights out of me. Now, as I continue down this journey, whilst I'm going down this journey, I will try and figure out how I'm going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2 once I finish Season 2 of The Last of Us. So last time we see Joel, Ellie and Tess go up and down the buildings around the city, through the museum where the bad luck finally caught up with Tess. And did she go out with a bang or what? But those zombies, man, aren't they creepy as hell? I mean, those weed tentacle things in their mouths are just really freaking the hell out of me. What a change that is. And isn't it for the better, because it makes them so much scarier and freakier that they look like more of a part of nature now. Anyway, we're about to dive into another one of my favourite chapters of the game, and that is infiltrating Bill's little town of traps galore. Literally, as I said at the end of my last video, this is like Home Alone on steroids. Bill had traps everywhere in the game. Going around them, dodging them, and having to trigger them to get past them was a really enjoyable part of the game. Given that I'm almost certain that we're getting to Bill's town next, I'm also curious to see how they're going to tackle the bloater in the show, as, to the best of my recollection, we've still got 3 more zombies to tackle. We've got the Night Stalker, which is really fast, quiet, and absolutely terrifying in the game. Then we've got the bloaters, which was a pain in the butt. I'm really curious to see how they're going to translate to the screen, which we should be getting in this episode. And then we've got that abomination thing that hands up, can't recall what it's called. It just looked like it was a combine of a few of them all merged together, like one big plant zombie thing. Anyway, let's dive into Bill's town, shall we?
Want your jacket back? More bucks than I thought.
Yeah, they're a nuisance.
Look, I've been thinking about...
I don't want your sorries.
I wasn't going to say I'm sorry. I was going to say that I've been thinking about what happened. Nobody made you or Tess take me. You needed a truck battery or whatever, and you made a choice. So don't blame me for something that isn't my fault. How much longer?
5-hour hike.
We can manage that.
Surprised this has got desire paths like that.
You've gone this way a lot? No infected?
Not often, no.
What are you looking out for?
People.
Are Bill and Frank nice?
Frank is.
How'd you get that scar on your head? What? Is it something lame? Like...
Someone shot at me and missed.
See, that's cool. Is you back?
Yeah.
You get him?
No, I missed too. It happens more often than you think.
Because you suck at shooting, or like in general?
In general.
You know, seeing as it's just the 2 of us, I was thinking I should
No.
You get your moment, Ellie.
Getting back a minute, I gotta grab some stuff I stashed.
Dash?
We had supplies en route. In case we find ourselves short on gear, which I currently am, because...
No way. You ever play this one? Well, barfed out your bones. Oh, you forgot where you put your stuff.
No, I'm just zeroing in on it in a couple of years.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look around, see if there's anything good.
Trust me, it's all been picked over already.
Maybe there's anything bad in here?
Just you.
Ah, getting funnier.
Look.
Flashlight.
Yeah.
Flashlight, Ellie. Flashlight. Should have thrown something else as well. Look, how are you going to get out? Would I put it closer to that wall so you got 2 points of contact? And potentially the leftover stairs.
Fuck yeah.
I like that touch. Is this going to let others now? Check for his hands. It's just the details they've put into it. God, the makeup effects team in this
Ellie?
show was on fire.
Ellie!
Picked over my ass. What are you doing?
There's not much ammo out there for this thing.
You're just gonna leave it there.
No.
How much ammo do you have left? Is it not worth just using the last few shots?
Holy shit. You flying one of those?
few times, sure.
So lucky.
Didn't feel like it at the time. Get shoved into a middle seat, pay $12 for a sandwich.
Dude, you got to go up in the sky.
Yeah, well, so did they.
Grim. So everything came crashing down in one day. How? How did it even start? Then who picked the first person?
That's a good point.
Thought you went to school.
Federal school? Teaches how their shitty government failed to prevent a pandemic.
No one knows for sure, but cordyceps mutated. Some of it got into the food supply. Probably a basic ingredient like flour or sugar. There were certain brands of food that were sold everywhere across the world. Bread, cereal, pancake mix. So the tainted food all hits the store shelves around the same time Thursday. On Friday morning, they started to get sick. Evening, and they started biting. Friday night, September 26, 2003.
God.
By Monday, everything was gone.
It makes more sense than monkeys. Thanks.
Sure.
That's one thing we didn't get this episode, a flashback bit.
What?
I like those.
Cut across the woods here. There's stuff up there you shouldn't see.
Well, now I have to see.
I don't want you to.
Can it hurt me?
No.
What you honest, man? Should've said axe murderer. Whatever it was, I think it's gone.
About a week after Outbreak Day, soldiers went through the countryside, evacuated the small towns, told you were going to a QZ, and you were, if there was room. If there wasn't,
Why not just let people go?
These people weren't sick.
no, probably not.
Why not just leave them be?
Dead people can't be infected.
I do love these little flashback things. They really do add so much to the story. I love these flashbacks. I hope we get more of them, and I'd love to see even a spin-off even.
Not today, you New World Order jackboot fucks.
Fucking hell. He's prepared. Well, I'm guessing this is Bill. Sort of explains a lot. A little bit more country-ish than the game. In the game, the town's a bit more built up.
That was fast.
Looks great and fun, but also lonely.
Keep coming.
I love his traps.
It doesn't get old.
That's mad.
Not infected.
Are you armed?
No.
Why did you take that long to answer?
I thought about lying for some reason, but the reason didn't come.
Alone?
We started with 10. But yeah, I'm alone.
Are you hurt?
It's just a bruise.
He must have a digger or something in there, because there's no way he dug that kind of hole himself. That would have taken days.
Stop there.
Oh, it's the tester thing. Green all good?
Boston is that way. You can make it by nightfall.
I'm really hungry. Haven't eaten in 2 days. Doesn't sound very long out loud, does it?
So go.
All right. First, my name's Frank.
Oh, yeah? Here's the thing, Frank. If I feed you, then every bum you talk to about it is going to show up here looking for a free lunch.
I won't talk about it to any bums or hobos or vagabonds, I promise.
I left some clothes here for you.
Thank you. Almost done. Hold on. Can I have 5 more minutes?
Sure.
You don't realise how much you appreciate a good shower until you have to go without one for a couple days or... What's he looking at? Or was he just standing?
What the fuck?
Everything tastes good when you're starving.
Yeah, but not like this. A man who knows to pair rabbit with a Beaujolais.
I know I don't seem like the type.
No, you do. Whew. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I guess I'll be going then.
But first, I've been staring at this the whole time. You know how much these are worth?
Currently nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's my favorite. Things instruct.
You start off good, but I guess, what, 4 years surviving?
No, sorry. No, thank you. Sorry.
I'm not a professional.
You can play, but you just can't sing, sweet.
And then I'll leave.
Please don't touch that for a while.
Love will abide. Sounds like good advice.
Who would have known Grumpy Bill was like this?
And time loves wounds unseen.
Who would have thought?
So, who's the girl? Girl you're singing about?
There is no girl.
I know. What's your name?
Bill.
Go take a shower, Bill. Have you ever done this before? Not with anyone?
With a girl a long time ago.
I want you to know that I'm not a whore. I don't have sex for lunches. So if I do this, I'm gonna stay for a few more days. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, fuck you! Hey! Would you stop? For me, this is for us.
Who cares what they look like?
I do! Our home isn't just our house, it's everything around us!
Give me a fucking break.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I live in this world. You live in a psycho bunk. 9/11 was an inside job, and the government are all Nazis.
The government are all Nazis!
They are! This is actually really fitting on watching this, considering what's going on with America at the moment.
Everything else myself.
It is not
Bill,
a ma-
if you say resource management, so help me, I will run through one of your tripwires.
Just tell me why.
I did. Paying attention to things. It's how we show love. Just let me love it the way I want to. And I'm fixing up some of the shops. Just the wine shop and the furniture store. And the clothing boutique.
The boutique. Are we hosting formal garden parties now?
No, but we are going to have friends.
Excuse me?
We're going to make friends. And we will invite them to visit.
There are no friends to be had.
I've actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
You what?
Well, this really is just, it's amazing.
I'm the same way.
Oh, you're a paranoid schizophrenic too?
It's not great.
I'm not schizophrenic.
I love these time jumps. And Joel's looking good between each of these time jumps.
I mean, I want to thank you, even if we don't end up working together.
And Tess too. They done an amazing job of de-aging or aging whichever way they did to the actress.
You know what? Let's go inside. Tess, I want to show you something.
Actually, I have been wanting to see it.
Not inside.
Thank you.
Frank! Frank!
I understand. If mine brought strangers into our situation, I wouldn't be happy either. But of all the people he could have found on the radio, we're actually decent people just trying to get by.
Well, aren't I the lucky one?
We can help each other and get that gun out of my face. So what, you were a prepper or something?
Survivalist. Maybe you are decent people. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're self-sufficient here.
That fence has got a year on it, tops. Galvanized wire already started to corrode. I can get you 10 spools of high-tensile aluminum. Last you the rest of your life. Lives.
Oh, and I have this idea that we should use codes for the radio in case anyone's listening.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Trouble.
Fedra's never gonna come up here. You're well protected against stray infected. But sooner or later, there'll be raiders.
We'll be fine.
Pick it up.
You must have like a crane or something.
I can't.
I got something to show you. Huh? Not that.
Over there.
He's white.
What?
Ready?
Yes.
I traded Joel and Tess one of your guns for a packet of seeds.
Which gun?
A little one.
He's not had any for, what, 6 years now? That's gonna taste good. Eat the whole thing? Oh, I can't eat the green leaves.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Getting older faster than you.
Oh, I like you older.
I was never afraid before you showed up. No, on the strawberry.
Yeah, don't squash those strawberries.
Right.
Oh, it's already on it.
Bill! Bill!
I want to see all the traps going off. Don't go out there like that.
Bill!
Really, Bill? Get in cover! Why would you stand in the open like that?
We gotta get you inside. I got you. For me? Hold your hand there.
Frank!
Right here.
Frank!
Right here. Right
Leave the gas on. The fence will kill the rest of them. I made a list for you.
Tell me about the list.
Call Joel.
Uh-huh.
You can't be here alone.
It's just a bullet.
Call Joel. He'll take care of you.
Are they flipping it? Was that the radio?
Bill? It's getting cold.
Okay. Let me bring you inside. Okay. There we go. We'll get you warmed up.
What did we miss? Okay, they've really changed things up now.
Did you take your pills?
Oh, no.
I was caught up on him. I'm not gonna lie, the makeup team are on overdrive for this show. Literally, de-aging and aging these guys the way they have been, and then the zombies themselves as well. I mean, like, fuck.
Back in
I
bed.
promise you I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
I can see why he's so moody and grouchy now.
What if we find a doctor? What if someone shows up who can help?
Who's coming, Bill? The door-to-door MRI salesman? There wasn't anything to cure this before the world fell apart. I've made up my mind.
God. I suppose this is a better way of making him a dick when Joel and Ellie show up,
Bill,
rather than them being split up.
I'm not going to give you the every day was a wonderful gift from God speech. I've had a lot of bad days. I've had bad days with you, too. But I've had more good days with you than with anyone else. Just give me one more good day. Starting now, make me some toast. Then take me to the boutique where I'll pick outfits for us. You'll wear what I ask. We'll get married.
Oh,
And you'll cook a
that's
delicious
harsh
dinner.
though.
Then you will crush all of these up, put them in my wine. I will drink it. Then you will take me by my hand, bring me to our bed, and I will fall asleep in your arms.
That's a hard thing to ask of anyone. Especially within a day.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Then love me the way I want you to.
That's a little harsh making him, like, not even giving him a day to get that wrapped around his head of what's gonna happen. Remember the hole he fell in? Oh, God. God, the same one. Eat the food first, at least enjoy the food. Well, they did.
Will it be enough?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level of strong to do that, knowing you got to pick up the pieces tomorrow.
Why are there already pills in the bottle?
Enough to kill a horse. This isn't the tragic suicide at the end of the play. I'm old. I'm satisfied. And you were my purpose.
I do not support this. I should be furious. But from an objective point of view, it's incredibly romantic.
Very Romeo and Juliet.
Take me to bed.
Stay there.
It's been a while.
What the fuck?
Bill? Frank? Stay there. You hear anything, you see anything, yell.
God, it has been a while.
Ellie?
It's from Bill. To whomever, but probably Joel. I figured I fell under whomever. It was this.
So they're dead?
You wanna...
Go ahead, you do it.
August 29, 2023. If you find this, please do not come into the bedroom. I'm guessing you found this, Joel, because anyone else would have been electrocuted or blown up by one of my traps. Take anything you need. The bunker code is the same as the gate code, but in reverse. I never liked you, but still, it's like we're friends. Almost. And I respect you. I used to hate the world, and I was happy when everyone died. But I was wrong. Because there was one person worth saving. That's what I did. I saved him. That's why men like you and me are here. And God help any motherfuckers who stand in our way. I leave you all of my weapons and equipment. Use them to keep...
Yes.
Stay here.
What's that?
Show me your arm. I just finished making a truck battery. It's charging right now.
Okay.
I have a brother out in Wyoming. He's in some kind of trouble, and I'm heading out there to find him. He used to be a firefly. And my guess is he knows where some of them are out there. Maybe they can get you to wherever this lab is.
All right. Listen, about Tess.
Not to tell you.
If I'm taking you with me, there's some rules you gotta follow. Rule 2, you don't tell anyone about your condition. Rule 3, you do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Yes.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Okay.
So what now?
We grab what we can.
Holy shit. This guy was a genius. Why was the music on?
If you didn't reset the countdown every few weeks.
80s. Dude,
No.
there's a wall of them.
Come on, Joel, it doesn't hurt.
Need another hour.
They have hot water. I'm taking a shower. And then you're showering. Seriously. Well, don't you look pretty?
Shut up.
Nice.
It's your first time in a car?
It's like a spaceship.
No, it's like a piece of shit Chevy S10, but it'll get us there. Seatbelt. Seatbelt.
So cool.
Leave it. Put it back. Ellie. Oh, no, wait. No, leave it. Leave it. Oh, this is good. This is Linda Ronstadt. Do you know who Linda Ronstadt is?
No, I don't know who the run stand is.
So that was episode 3. Wow, let's start with the good stuff, shall we? What a beautiful episode. It truly was something really beautiful. And this is one of the things I am loving about the show is the spin-off stories that we didn't get in the game. We never saw all this background story to like how Bill and Ted met. We never saw that. We never saw about how the military can just execute people, like if like the quarantine zones are full. And it made Bill's town a lot more realistic in this show, what Bill had in his town was a lot more manageable from like a one-person perspective, whereas in the game, it was like quite a built-up town. It wasn't like a little town, it was like really big. Obviously for the game, it was big to make the missions and that longer and more drawn out. But obviously in realistic terms, in the game, what you have to get through in Bill's town is completely unrealistic compared to unrealistic for one person or even two people to completely manage alone. Whereas what we see in the TV show is so much more believable. So I am loving all these little spin-off stories like that tell you so much more story that you just didn't get in the game. I love that so much, and this is probably one of the most beautiful ones we've seen yet. Now, grumpy talk time. One of the things that I loved about playing through this chapter in the game was going through of Joel and Ellie having to get around all the different traps and mayhem that they had. And some of the banter and dialogue between Ellie and Bill was golden. That is missing severely. I love the whole spin-off story. I'm in favour of this, but not for sacrificing main story stuff. I hope we don't get a complete drastic change like we just have for any future chapters. As much as I did love the story in the background, it robbed us of a whole chapter that we could have had with Joel and Ellie, as well as interaction with Bill. I feel like they should have made it one more episode longer so that we could see Joel and, more importantly, Ellie's interactions with Bill in current time. Secondly, obviously we didn't get our first bloater at the end of this episode, so I'm kind of curious to when they're going to throw a bloater in. So the other problem I have is Bill also going all unalive himself, as obviously in the game he's still alive at the end of the chapter that you part ways with him. Also, we don't see him again for this game, but again, we don't know if he returns for the second game. So is killing him off gonna cause problems going forward in the next game, or even the third game that I hear they're currently talking about? So that is a bit of a potential issue. They shouldn't have killed Bill off too. I get it made it really romantic and Romeo and Juliet for the story, but in terms of potential future seasons with this, now in a situation where if bringing back a character, instead of bringing back a character, they're going to have to do a complete person change, as if someone else came and took over the town. But how will that work? I don't know. So they may have, killing Bill off may have messed up the second game, second season, and potentially future stuff too. Going back to some positive stuff, because I want to end on a good note, another little bit of praise and credit to the makeup team in this series. They are doing a phenomenal job. Aging and de-aging Joel, as well as all the other characters, and as well as all the zombies with all the fungus effects on their faces and that, is perfect. You guys have done an amazing job, and I can't wait to see what you do in future episodes. I'm absolutely loving this. And despite these few negatives that have come from this episode, I am still absolutely loving this show, and I cannot wait to see what happens next time. And until then, I'll catch you guys then. Bye!